Hey YouTube, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an unboxing of a new package of a stationery sort planner. I have been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and rings are in very popular demand this year, and I've always kind of prided myself as being a bounded book girl. But with all the travel that I've been doing and working two jobs while trying to travel and get my travel in, I have decided to move into rings. And so today's unboxing is from an Amazon order that I did that I wanted to experiment. I'm in love with the plotter form factor. I'm not even going to lie. I know it's a very overpriced, very expensive luxury brand. But in order for me to make sure the purchase is worth it in getting one, I wanted to try out an inexpensive solution first before I move into getting a plotter. So this is my attempt to figure out, is rings going to work for me? Because it's been decades, and I do mean decades, since I've used a ring system. I don't like the big thick rings either, so that was another attractive feature for me. So that is why I went ahead and did this. So I'm going to show you all the goods that I got from Amazon. And let's first start with the planner itself. Now this one is this brand right here. This ran roughly about $30, I want to say. I decided to get this one because it had all the form factors of what I wanted in the planner itself, and it still looked like it was relatively thin. I'm getting ready to go to travel again. I've got to work two jobs, so I can't take my bounded notebooks with me and keep myself in a more compressed state from a packaging perspective or from a packing perspective. And so I'm trying to reduce my weight at every cost, because there are things like carrying two laptops, for instance, is already adding enough weight. So on top of all the ring binders and planners that I already have in stock, or I should say in rotation, better yet, in rotation for 2024. I'm hoping that I can just take this and I can serve two purposes, and if I need to switch the papers out or even cut and paste them into my bind it books, then I can. But I really wanted to see if I can use this one as the option alternative. So nicely packaged, and the name of this brand is Robertson. R-O-B as in boy, R-A as in apple, S is Sam, I-M, Robertson. And it is on Amazon, and of course the product is made in China, but most things are these days. Okay, so unboxing this, really good packaging, really great presentation. Gives you a best wishes, little, almost like a bookmark, and a little postcard, which is really, really nice. Interesting that they use Washington, D.C. in the state capitol, but they give you a little postcard. So there's that into the box, and then it's got a nice dust cover, and I am actually really excited about this. And it did come with inserts. So this is, look at that color. I liked the red wine. It's got a little bit of a funky smell to it. But not too horrible. I think it'll come off okay. This will probably scratch very easy. The leather feels really, really nice though. The stitching is, I wish the stitching would have stayed in the red wine color as everything else, but again, this is just a trial to see if I really like it after I'm done with this, and if I move into the plotter, then I will be putting this on the shelf anyhow. Oh, I like this though. Okay, so this has a card holder here, a secretarial slot, and a little bit of imprinting of this, and then another pocket right here. Let me zoom you guys in so you guys can really see this. This is really nice actually, and it's fairly thin piece of leather. The rings are, not going to be the high-end rings that plotter has, but I do feel like these have got to be way bigger. I think these are probably 50, maybe 16 millimeters, so they will probably hold pages better. It comes with a business card holder, which is really, really nice. some paper, and it has both lined paper. Is this plain? Oh, that's nice. My pages are a little damaged. The paper is I would say off-white, kind of creamy kind of color, but not maybe as deep in cream as the Midori paper. I'm kind of bummed that my paper is damaged though down here in the corner, as you can see. So that's a little bit of a flaw there. And it comes with a nice zipper pocket. And I don't know how long or how well the quality will last, but I like that for just stamps, ephemera, cash, whatever. And then they have a nice deep back pocket on it. So I do like that, and it also has a fountain pen or pen holder. So I think that will hold most of my fountain pens. I do like the closing mechanism, but I think it might be a little bit, let's see here. It's going to be a little bit to get used to, but at least it does self kind of close, and I kind of like the fact that it's not a snap, because it does make this a little bit more flush. So overall, for the amount of money that this costs, like I said, maybe this was, I think it was about almost $40 for this. Very affordable option for those who are looking at getting a ring system. I am not going to use this paper though, so I'm going to take this paper out. I did buy some other paper. To get me started on this journey, I went ahead, I wasn't sure about I know in Plotter they have sleeves, but I bought a whole package of these cash sleeves, I think is what they call them, on Amazon, and I'm planning on using these quite a bit. So I did buy those. Let me just open this up, and it does come with some labels so that I can label what each of the envelopes would be, which I think is just really cool. But I got some extra ones because these things do kind of, sometimes the wear and tear of them, they can kind of go away. You see, it definitely has a very polyurethane kind of plasticky smell coming out of that, but that's kind of, I think, to be expected. But I have, as you can tell, several of these available. So if you're looking for your own ring system and having extras, I think this one came with, I don't know, I want to say like 20, maybe 24 extra pockets. I know it's a lot, but I couldn't get anything smaller. If I could have gotten like 6, I would have gotten 6, because I really don't need this many, but I do need one extra because I do put stamps and stickers and such like that into my planners. So I've got that, these two things. Then I bought some extra paper, and I bought the extra paper because I bought a printable paper from, oh gosh, I can't remember the woman from Etsy, but I'm going to put her link up in the description box down here. Her stuff, her layouts I really liked, and I'm going to show you what they look like right now. And I printed it out using this extra A6. I bought A6 plain paper off of Amazon. So that looks like, her printables look like this. And I'm going to use these printables until I bought some, let me show you these really quick. I bought some inserts from Plotter to put into this as a cheat, but it's not going to be here in time. I like this because this had a mood tracker here in the corner, a small to-do list, notes, a food log, which is not useful because it's too small, and then Monday through Wednesday on one side, then Thursday through Sunday on the other side. It has a habit tracker, it has Happy Meal, and 3 key things that might be happening in the next week that you might want to keep your eyes out or peeled for. So I am going to use these right now into this, and let me just pull out this paper. I'm actually might take some of this lined paper, even though I'm not a fan of lined paper per se, with me just so I have some spares, and I might even use some of this dingy broken up paper. But here is the difference in the coloring of the paper. White here, the cream color here. And I'm going to just stick I only have a few sheets of that here. And my Mondays, so I've got to actually switch these days like this. should have done double-sided printing, but I was just experimenting to see if I actually liked this print, so I can use the back side for extra notes is what I think I'll probably do for now, since I blew the double-sided printing of this. But going forward, if I print out any more printables, at least now I know kind of like how this works. And I've got my extra 2, oops, and that fits perfectly. So there you go. So this I'm liking. I can understand why some people have hopped onto the rings system, because this is so much more thinner. I'm going to actually grab some of this plain white paper just so I have note sections, because when I write notes for work, I don't use lined paper. I just use plain, because then I can allocate appropriately between the 2 different jobs, which is the main reason why I got this set up going here. So I'm going to just grab a whole stack of this paper out. Sorry to knock the camera, didn't mean to do that. I'm really happy with this. This will work, and I've got to travel next week, so I'll be out of state, and I'm just really looking forward to having everything. Actually, what I'll do is I'll use this as a divider, because I do not have any more dividers for the paper, so I can use one for one section of notes for one company and the other one for my side hustle. And that will be like that. Oh, I think this is going to work quite well. The rings are a little bit big, so if I have to, I'll take paper out and just write loose, but I think I will be okay. But that's it. That's all I have for today. I'm going to see how much this is going to be. This goes through fairly easily. I'm hoping that this loosens up a little bit in time. But this is the new little ring planner. This is so much easier than me carrying 2 of this size kind of planners on my own on what I had. So let me know if you liked the video. If you stayed to the very end, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for some more videos coming out in April. And until then, I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye.